So I know the first time I reached out to you, you hadn't seen the episode. Have you seen the episode?
Yes, I did watch this one already.
What did you think about it?
It was special. Everybody's been talking about it, about the whole meme, and the money thing. That's been the funniest part.
I think the biggest question that everyone has is, was that legit? Like, did he really come to you and ask you for $1,000?
Sadly, yes, he did. He came to me and I wanted to smack him. I was like, "Are you seriously asking me to loan you money after everything?" So yeah, it was real.
I saw someone posted Kelly's the ultimate boss for asking for 100% interest. And I was like, I totally agree. That was such a boss move. Has he paid you back?
Yes, he did. I had to do it that way because, frankly speaking, with everything he's been doing and stuff, I was like, I'm not just gonna lend him money and be like, "Oh, okay, you can just give me it back whenever." So the only way to do it was you were giving me back double, or you were getting nothing.
Yeah. Um, okay, so I've noticed like with the filming, like Destiny's been in Northern California. Shawn has been in Vegas. Before she got rearrested, did they come back together, or are we just pretty much going to see them separate?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm not sure how they've done the filming and stuff between the two of them. I know he did go out there and stuff, which you guys will see eventually.
Okay.
And so there is some meetup stuff and everything, but I'm not sure exactly how they did their filming. I just know when I was on and stuff filming, so I don't really ask questions when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Okay. One of the things, is there any updates regarding the $50,000 since she is back in prison?
As far as I know, he's still on the bond. He has to pay some fees and stuff to get off of it and everything. So he is still on it currently, but he should be off hopefully soon.
Okay. Okay. I know last time we spoke, you were saying that you and Shawn pretty much only speak when it comes to your children, and he's good about child support, but anything kind of above and beyond that, it's kind of hard. Is that still the situation?
It's gotten a tiny bit better, not so much. We still, like I said, only talk when we have to and stuff like that. It's still hard at times getting, money or something that they want and stuff, but it's gotten a little bit better, but it hasn't gotten as good as I would have expected now, with the situation.
Hmm. Are there any updates as far as has she gone to court? Has she been sentenced or anything, or is it still in limbo?
As far as I know, she is locked up, and that's stuff that was reported and stuff. She's got 16 months, as far as I know. So yeah, she's locked up. Hopefully, out of the I don't know how long out of the picture. They still talk and whatnot. So I mean, there's still stuff going on between the two of them. I'm just not exactly sure where they're at.
Mhm. I had read, I don't know if it was a Screen Rant article or Showbiz, that Shawn might have a new girlfriend. Do you know anything about that?
There was stuff posted all over Facebook. Apparently, somebody found some page with pictures of him and another girl, and people were actually screenshotting those and sending them to me and asking me questions on it. I don't know what's going on with that situation. I don't know if it's true. It could be made up. I honestly have no idea. I just know that she's changed her page to private since people started messaging her and stuff like that. So I honestly don't know the situation there.
Oh, okay. Um, so do you know, I know you watch this show. Does Shawn watch the show?
As far as I know, he doesn't fully watch it. He might watch some episodes and stuff. I know he has seen comments and stuff on YouTube for stuff, but I'm not sure if he actually 100%. I know before, like in Love After Lockup, before I went to this, he was not watching the show. So when I watched it, I would like call him up. I'm like, did this seriously happen? What, and like, are you dumb and stuff? He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, did you not know that she was doing this stuff behind your back? And then, so he wasn't watching it then, but I'm not 100% sure if he is now.
Okay. And what about I know that there were several Facebook profiles that she had where she was engaged to other men. His reaction seemed pretty calm, more calm than I would be if I had discovered something like that. It, what, did he speak to you about that at all?
He did mention it at one point that he did find those and everything, and yeah, he seemed way calmer than one would have expected. If I had found that stuff, I would have went all crazy, like yelling and all kinds of stuff. But I don't understand why he just kind of was like, "Yeah, this is what's happening, but I don't know." Yeah, I'm not sure. He's that kind of person though. He just kind of like lets things just go the way they,
Hmm.
it's weird.
um, so what about you? Are you dating? I know a lot of people,
No,
I know if you have a special someone, a guy in your life.
no, I don't. I have a really good friend of mine though, that helps out with me and the kids and stuff, and we're actually starting a business together and stuff. So, but no.
Oh, that's good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What does I know you and Shawn live a little bit of ways away from each other. What does the future hold? I know some of your kids are older, but some of them are younger. What is there a long-term plan for you guys to kind of get together to co-parent, or what does that look like?
I don't know. We don't really like have any kind of plan and stuff. We're about 5.5 hours apart. I've offered to bring the kids up there to see him, or he can come see them anytime he wants. It's just with his schedule, with work, the show and stuff, he just doesn't make any time to come see them. But
Mhm.
he's more than capable, and he's never been told you can't see them and stuff like that. I've always made the accommodations for him too. But we don't have any like set stuff and everything because yeah, our next oldest, she's going to be 18 in August and stuff. So it's a difficult situation and stuff. It was a lot easier when he was closer, but yeah.
Yeah. So I know, so from last season of Love After Lockup, so Destiny is back behind bars, Lindsay is back behind bars.
As she should be.
Yeah,
That
their
girl's crazy.
storyline is wild, I must
Yeah.
say. um,
Especially this last episode with her throwing his stuff out like that in the rain. I was like, what? Who
yeah,
does that?
that was she honestly she cracks me up because what did she say? Oh, like suck it. That's my
Yeah.
answer. Suck
And
it.
even he was like, huh? Even I said that. I was like, what? Who says that? Like 2-year-olds? Like little kids say stuff like that. Like not an
Yeah,
adult.
she's very, and you know what was shocking to me is that her mother was there. I
And
forgot
was fine
that,
with it.
and she was just watching Lindsay throw all of his belongings outside of the house, and she was just like, "Yeah, that's Lindsay."
Yep. She's like, you can make her angry really quickly and stuff. And then she's like, well, we can pack your stuff if that's the problem. It's like your daughter's part of the problem. She's nuts.
Yeah, yeah. Are you
Yeah.
surprised by hearing about these instances of people kind of going back into prison?
Honestly, I'm not surprised with some of them. They seem like, they weren't legit. I think the biggest one that I was like shocked with was Dylan. That one I was very surprised. I thought for sure he was gonna do good and everything like that. And when he showed he was back, I was like, really?
Yeah.
That was just
Yeah, I spoke with Marissa and like soon after it happened, and that was really hard, right before the holidays, and that was just really I think because so many people found him to be so he seems very grounded and like he had a good head on his
yeah,
shoulders.
sweetheart. And it's like, why?
Yeah, and yeah, a lot of people, including myself, were really rooting for him, and I hope, he does have a very lengthy criminal history, so he clearly is an excellent salesperson. So what we see is what he wants us to see, and who knows what it's really like. But yeah, that one
Exactly.
really bummed me out. I will say I'm really happy that Quaylen seems to be keeping his head up. He seems to be working. I think he's working at a barber shop.
Yeah.
I know Michael has his issues with
Issues.
the child neglect case.
Yep.
We'll see what happens there. Lamar and Brittany, they have kept their noses clean for a long time, which I think is kudos to both of them.
Yeah.
I know that you've had conversations with Brittany.
I've also talked to Chevelle recently too.
Oh
Actually.
yeah,
Yeah.
how is she doing?
She's doing good. She seems to be happy and stuff. Me and her talk a few times and stuff like that. She's really awesome, actually. So a lot of people have her painted a certain way on cam, but she's actually really sweet.
Yeah, she seems like a nice girl. Her daughter is such a spitfire, Maila. Like everyone loves her. Everyone cringes when they hear Maila call Quaylen daddy, especially if he's off talking to other women. People don't like that, but I think all in all, Chevelle seems like a pretty good mom.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's a little weird too. Like, I don't think I would have my kids if they were young and stuff like that doing it. But to each their own. It's her family, her life. If she wants to let her, that's fine. She's we don't have to deal with that.
Right.
But she is a great mom. I'll give her that. She really is.
And I know, like with Brittany, the stuff that she's dealing with her mother is
I can't imagine.
really heartbreaking to watch, especially in this last episode where previously we saw that her mom was in a really bad place. She was at that hotel that kind of is known for kind of that lifestyle. And her mom was like, I need help. And then they try to go to therapy, and then her mom completely downplays all of her issues. And it was just so heartbreaking because you can tell that Brittany wants like the full family.
Right. I was crying through the episode, through that part. I was like, that breaks my heart because I'm really close to my mom and I can't imagine going through that kind of relationship, watching your mom deteriorate like that and wanting to help, and then she just doesn't want the help.
Yeah.
And that's really sad.
Yeah, especially when we see people that like Destinie, in our opinions, that are pretty oblivious to their own problems and don't see the help. When you have someone like Brittany's mom who recognizes it, on one hand, that they do have problems, and then on the other hand, it seems like then the next day when they're maybe feeling better or something, it just a switch flips and there's not really any talking to them. But
yeah, it's a sad situation. Brittany's a strong girl. She'll get better with this and stuff. I just hope that her mom can, and they can have a good relationship and stuff like that, because I don't like seeing situations like that where when the mom's there. I lost my dad years ago and stuff. He was sick and everything, so I could not imagine not having that friendship and stuff like that with my mom. It would kill me.
yeah. So any kind of hints at what's going to happen, what we might see coming up in the next few episodes?
Honestly, it's hard to say because I can know things that's filmed, but I don't know what way they're putting them in. Like, I could be like, oh, it's going to be next week, but really it's like 2 or 3 weeks down the road. So I don't even know how they're putting things together, to be honest.
Do you know if Destiny's arrest or any of that is going to make it onto the show?
I'm not sure if they're going to put her arrest in it or not. I know that there's going to be, I think, court date or something associated with an upcoming episode, but I'm not sure if they're actually putting in her arrest thing. That I'm in the dark on that one.
We will see what happens, I guess. and I'll have you back on so we can catch up, because this is one of I think a fan favorite storyline, is because Destinie is just incredibly messy. And we can't believe that Shawn seems to not see it. Does he really not see it? Like, is he just that? But he seems like he's the type of guy that just believes the best in people. Is that fair to say? Or
Partly, but I think part of it is too, like, he's one of those kind of people that doesn't want, like, he can see the bad that's going on, but he doesn't want to admit to it, because then in a way he failed. He allowed this to happen. He failed, so he's not going to admit that. So he's just going to keep, everything's fine. It's okay. I can do this and stuff like that until it gets to the end. And then he's like, oh crap, no, I can't.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot for him to admit it and stuff like that. But he's not as blind and stupid as people think he is. He knows what's going on. But I think a part of it is, oh, I have this younger girl that was showing me attention. I don't want to let that go either, And then with that whole 50,000 on the line, that makes things even harder, because like, oh crap, then I'm on the hook for that. It's just a big mess that I would never have put myself in the middle of.
Nope. It's better to be on the outside witnessing it than in the. Nah. Yeah.
And I warned him. I told him over and over again, this is going to go bad. You're making a mistake. But he didn't want to listen to me or anybody else that warned him. He has to see for himself. And well, now he is.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the only way you learn is to suffer the consequences. And sometimes that
Well,
happens.
it's just like it's just like a drug person that's hooked on drugs. They have to want to get the help. You can't force it on them. The same thing with this is he has to see it for himself. You can't get warning from people because, you need to experience this to learn from it.
Yeah. Well, Kelly, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, no problem. I love coming on your show.
Yeah, it's always so good to hear from you. And I know that everybody that I know that follows me loves you and they love hearing from you. So it's always awesome to talk to you.
I've made a lot of support friends and stuff like that. It's actually pretty great.
Yeah, that's a really positive thing that's probably come out of all this experience.
Pretty much. Yeah.
All right. Well, this will go up later tonight, so I'll definitely shoot you a message when this goes up, okay?
All right.
All right.
Sounds
Take care,
good.
Kelly. I'll talk to you a little bit later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.